And happy Thursday to everyone out there, which is our Friday, which is kind of awesome. We didn't do a show yesterday. I just was not feeling up to it, so we didn't do a show. Rich wasn't going to be on anyway. Today is an open stream. An open stream means anyone can jump in. The link is posted on the top of the comments pinned on my channel. Not sure about Rich's channel, but it's also in the description. So you can join in on the stream and talk to both of us. But before we get into that, we are sponsored by Tusk. Tusk is a cryptocurrency focused on the firearms market.
Proudly sponsored by TUSC, the only cryptocurrency designed with the firearms market in mind, with 3-second processing times. It's the fastest cryptocurrency on the planet. With lower transaction fees than traditional credit cards. It's perfect for your e-commerce needs. For gun guys, by gun guys. Visit TUSC.network for more information and join the digital revolution.
Yes, and I'm going to bring on my friend and my co-host. His name is Flying One, and you can support him at flyingrich@locals.com, or you can support me at johncrump.locals.com. Either way, it helps us out immensely. And we are here. Dark, if you want to jump in, the link is in the description and on the top. Today, we're going to be talking about weed and concealed carry permits and interim directors and all that really cool stuff. All right. And here is Rich. And Rich, I am going to demote you from acting director to deputy director, and I'm going to bring in a judge that will do my bidding, or a lawyer out of Arizona that will do my evil bidding.
Methinks you have a plan, and that you hate guns. Good thing I'm printing more.
Yeah, I see Walter out there who has a left-handed AUG, which is incredible.
Yes.
You're left-handed, or you shoot left-handed. Yeah, so Marvin Richardson, who replaced Regina Lombardo not too long ago as acting director, has been demoted at the ATF for one of the things is the disastrous rollout of the pistol frames and receiver roll. Biden wanted something a little bit more strong, and Richardson actually did the proper thing.
Wait a second. Wait.
Really the White House, but let me just get this out. The rule is really convoluted, and I think a lot of it falls on the White House because they pushed the ATF to release the rule before they were ready.
All right. When did the rule come out?
Monday.
All right. So a week ago Monday. When did a little birdie tell you something there might be musical chairs being played somewhere?
The week before.
The week before the rule came out.
Yeah, well, it wasn't just that. I guess Biden thinks that Richardson is a little, I guess.
Well, wait, Biden or the Easter Bunny? Let's get this straight here. I want to make sure we're dealing with facts.
Okay.
Was it Biden or the Easter Bunny got rid of Richardson?
It was definitely Biden. And yeah, it was about a week before that I I heard everything was going down,
Hmm.
but I was not too sure. I cannot actually. I didn't want to release it because I wasn't 100% sure that it was actually going to happen. So I just kept my mouth shut.
Hmm.
Which like I said, I was like, man, I wish I would have kept my mouth shut. I would have scooped everyone by a week. But whatever.
Right? Right? Can you imagine?
Yeah, and we are joined by Safety Harbor Firearms himself, the leader of Dirt Fruit Racing, the mini bike king.
The left-handed Og King. Yes,
Yeah.
So-
I'm jealous.
yeah,
I literally did not know that any Steyr from the factory was made left-hand, aside from civilian stuff. You know, I didn't know they had a military version. Why would the Malaysians make a left-handed?
But all right, so on your lefty AUG, is the right-handed ejection port cut out or no?
Negative.
Huh. That's interesting.
Negative.
So it's not like they issued it a righty to a soldier who says, "Hey, by the way, I'm lefty."
Oh, heck, one. Yeah.
Yeah,
And the funny part is this left-handed one does not have the wear and use of the today arrived right-handed one, which is thoroughly used. So
Now, which one looks more worn?
the right-handed one.
But where'd you get it from?
I got that from the M whatever.
Max?
Yeah. The guys in Florida here. I guess.
Okay, because those guys are almost local to you. The ones I got from Max Arms looked much better than the one I got from, it's not Atlantic. Who was the first guy? Centerfire.
Centerfire. The lefty came from Centerfire, and it looks like it had really light use. I mean,
No, mine, well, actually, the trigger pack's right here. I don't know if you can see, but my trigger pack is kind of rusty and not so nice. And I pulled one of the Max Arms out, and the trigger pack, the metal in it looked pristine.
the Centerfire one looks really nice. The Max Arms one's not rusty, but you can definitely tell it had more rounds through it. So, but yeah, I mean, this has the Centerfire one, nice clean butt pad, and the Max Arm ones, you know, it's been humped around a little bit. So
Yeah.
you know,
I called Centerfire up, and they said, no, they're all right.
well, I don't know what. Maybe I got the General's model or something.
But
the lefty
they're
model or something.
right. There were a couple on the list, you know, on the dev list. People got lefties and they were righty, and you know, people quickly traded them out.
Oh, I want to have one of each. You know, that's like the collection. You know, I mean, come on.
Very cool.
Especially when
So when you mount them on the Pinsgauer and a lefty and a righty, they eject like that?
well, you know, this is going to be a video for somebody that I know that'll want to do this. Dual wielding.
Huh. Would they have a mohawk?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. I might even make one of these into a postie. I don't know. We'll see.
Huh?
I think you should definitely make one into a post sample.
Yeah, so we can see if we can have an AUG meltdown.
Well, wait. You have SOT superpowers.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Marvin Hamlish, Marvin Hamlish, bless his heart.
Richardson.
Marvin Richardson. I met with him when we were having our little 50 cal issues.
And did you?
What's that?
Oh, I didn't realize you met with him. That's wild.
Yeah. I got to meet with all the chiefs. But you know, he was like, "Well, we want to have good relations with the industry and yada yada yada, you know, so forth and so on, etc. And,
he was fired because I guess Biden thought he had too
good
relationship with the industry.
He was already past retirement time. If I'm not, he was on like an extension thing.
He was on a waiver. He is still staying at the ATF though. He's not being forced to retire.
Dude, if I got demoted and I was fully qualified for my full benefits, I'm out.
Yeah, but they can't see. You don't understand. Those folks don't want to let go of that little bit of their kingdom that they have. That's like a politician. They just can't. They just can't go retire and go fishing or or go.
But I don't get that. I don't see one of these things. I don't want control over anyone.
Well, you're not like them. They think that they know what's good for you, so they're gonna impose their will upon you.
I know what's good for me. None of your business.
More OGs. That's what's
more OGs.
No. Once I found out, I didn't realize it was Lefty. Honestly, I got the kit, and
that's exciting.
Last night when you guys were on, I was watching, and I was just looking at it, and I was picking it up, and I'm going, wait a minute, hang on. If I go right-handed, if I go left.
Oh, dude. All right. So Tim from Military Arms Channel, he's fully bearded and mustached, and he shot the AUG lefty, and they bounced off his upper lip, fully mustached. If you don't have a good mustache and you shoot a righty AUG lefty, you're going to get crescent-shaped cuts in your upper lip.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in some faction, crescent-shaped stuff is in, but not.
Do you know that's why the French have croissants, right?
Oh, I know the story.
So they shot themselves in the face with an AUG?
No. John, you know that story. The French have croissants to celebrate a victory over
the Muslims. Yeah. Yes.
And
can you say that word on there?
Yeah. Moose lambs.
And there goes DLT After Dark, who was going to try to find Johnny Depp last night.
But I also picked up, Richard, the four pack, the battle pack of mags.
I one-upped you. Dude, what's going on? Not only did I get 4 AUGs, but I got 8 mags.
And then, before I had those mags, I went over to, I think, Mag Supply Warehouse or whatever is a mag warehouse, and ordered some Magpul mags. These are nice.
Yeah, and they're cheap, right? They're like $12, $15.
These are 18, I think.
18?
Like yeah, but still, they fit tighter than the factory mag does. So.
Yeah, those are the windowed ones.
Nice.
Yeah. And I see Dark. Did you find Johnny Depp last night?
No, man, I didn't find him, but I found his assistant. But I still haven't returned him, though.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
We can hear you okay. Yeah, Johnny Depp is hanging out in our neck of the woods. So Dark was going to go try to find him.
Where was he hanging out?
Yeah, so I actually know where he's staying. Where he's staying.
Yeah.
Walt, man,
how do you know that?
Harbor freaking Firearms. How are you, dude?
Yeah, I'm good, man. We're just celebrating the fact that I got a left-hand Steyr AUG just by chance.
I saw him, man. That's unbelievable. But
I had no
actually
idea they
have
even
the
made
ejection port on the left side?
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's nothing on the right either, so it's not like a conversion.
So where does it eject?
The same place, just left-handed. So you change the bolt and you have a hole cut on the left side.
Yeah, see, I have a Microtech, the Microtech AUG, and
the MSAR. Come on, it's not AUG.
Yeah,
it's an MSAR.
The MSAR.
Forgive me, Father, I've sinned.
Well, yeah.
But you have to put the little plug in the port on that, and you flip the bolt, and then that works. Yeah. So, but no, this is cool. This was
yeah.
There is a God in heaven, as they say.
So are you gonna build one with that 3D print one, or?
Yeah, that's the plan. That's why I was watching your cohort in crime there unbox his first kit, and I'm like, well, why is Rich getting a kit? Why is he doing that? There must be something up. So that's when I figured I better get a couple before everybody figures out there's something up, and the price doubles or triples. So.
Yeah, so Max Arms, apparently the discount code, was it 30SME, is no longer good.
Yeah, I know. I got in right under it. As soon as you sent that to me, so I got lucky.
It was no longer good. The following morning, it didn't work. After we spoke, Rich.
Yeah.
You busted it. You busted it. That's what happened. Or they realized the worth more money. We don't need
it's almost like what happens with Code Dark on JSD Supply, which apparently is no longer active.
You can still use Code Crump.
Code Crump works?
Code Crump works.
That's what I tell my people to do.
I spend a stupid amount of money with them. I don't get a Code Crump.
You can just use Code Crump. It's not like I get money back from it or anything.
Sorry about that.
It's just a discount,
Yeah, we don't get anything for code usage. As a matter of fact, most companies don't give anything for code usage because of how easily disseminated the codes are by people that are not you.
Gotcha.
It ends up in Reddit, and then all of a sudden 10,000 people are ordering that aren't from you.
I think Bastion gave me Flying Rich 20, I think, as a code. So if you order anything at Bastion, you get 20% off using Flying Rich 20. Bastion. It's BAS and the rest, so whatever. Yeah, 20% off Flying Rich.
I thought it was Bastion too. I've
That's
talked
a
to
good
those guys.
company, man. They got some good stuff. Yeah.
Best part about that discount
So
code.
what's the topic today?
Whatever.
Sorry.
Oggs, weed, Nikki Fried, getting demoted.
Yeah. So Walter, what were you saying?
I was going to say the best part about that that expired discount code, they applied it to the whole order, not just the kit. So I got the mags cheaper too. So
yeah, I didn't realize that. I missed out on the mag discount.
Nice.
Yeah. Although I bought a full kilo of that filament, which is you don't need a full kilo. You don't need a whole lot of filament, but I figure I got 4 Augs, and in case I break something.
Rich is talking about buying a kilo in Florida.
Yes. There was a discount code for the kilo.
Which do you need a specific type of filament for this project?
Yeah, so it's a carbon fiber nylon. So not only did I get a kilo of filament, but I got a new hot end. So it's
steel.
Yeah, it's a steel hot end. Actually, I think it's nickel plated. Yeah, it's nickel plated copper for the heating area, and it's an all metal hot end with a new thermistor and of course new firmware to go along with that.
Yeah, because it's gonna get kind of hot.
What's up, Ron Wayne? Gorillas and Guns.
Gorillas and Guns.
Rich Prince. Extremely hot.
Kurt 24. Oh, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm on a little bit of a delay, guys, because I'm on mobile instead of Wi-Fi like a normal human being. So I'm the degenerate here. Sorry.
Look who it is. Another AUG owner.
How you guys?
Bar Prince. How's it going, man?
Good, man. Good.
Yo. What up?
So actually, we're going to be doing a show on Friday. Is it 8 Eastern time? What are we doing? He's coming in and out.
His internet is a potato.
Yeah, I need him on my channel too.
I don't think do I have one of those? I don't think I have one of those. The PWEDC.
These are exclusive. They only exist in my world. No one is allowed to have them unless they send $10 via PayPal to thedarkestwebs@gmail.com. Then you can have them.
I'll take $10 off what
you don't need to, because I owe you money, so you don't
show?
Send what I can send it to you.
What's up, Sabar?
Sabar, what's up?
I think he's really delayed.
Oh boy. John, did you kick him off? I think you kicked him off.
I was gonna say, Sabar, we could do a high five. Me and Walt could do a high five.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, my friend. can't do it. Let's go around. Oh, there we go.
Sorry, it's
boom, boom.
It's so delayed that like all I see right now is Walt like this.
Oh no! Oh, that's the worst. Yeah, that's what my desktop does.
Usually when I'm on with Hank, the worst faces I do, that's what.
All right, there it works better
for the show. So
all right,
that's what it freezes.
Welcome back to the bar.
You said
Hey,
that's
man,
what
how you
your
guys doing?
desktop does. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My. I don't know what's up with my Mac, but my Mac needs retirement. It's 10 years old.
Yeah.
Hold on, you're doing
trying to tell him.
desktops with your Mac?
So, Sabar,
Yes.
are you on this AUG trip too?
Crazy.
Yeah, I actually ordered the AUG, but because I'm in California, I could only order from Atlantic. That's the only place I was able to order the AUG from.
why?
Damn.
So
Yeah.
you had to pay the Atlantic tax, which Atlantic was $239.
Yeah, nobody else is shipping to California except for Atlantic.
So
It's crazy.
I mean, it's a parts kit. It's not a firearm.
Yeah.
Can you do polymer 80s in California? What's the deal on that?
Allegedly, I cannot.
Allegedly, no, you can't. They've kind of banned them in California.
So allegedly,
Flying
I'm not
rich.
doing any polymer 80s at all.
It's
You
not
will have to talk
printed.
to my lawyer about that.
Not printed.
Well, you can't do these things then, huh?
No, it's all props.
Walter,
All my
Walter,
stuff
Walter.
are props, bro.
Well, Walter, we're not on Utreon.
Oh, well, that's not a firearm. It's not a firearm.
Yeah, but do you really think if some YouTube employee is going to know that's not a firearm?
Okay. All right. Well, forgive me.
It's a water
They
gun.
don't know.
YouTube, it's a water gun.
They
So
they
yeah, so I
even
guess a
say
lot of
in their
stuff that
TOS
I
now that
if I want to buy,
they're,
it's really hard for me to get
Gotcha.
My bad.
Gotcha.
because I'm in California.
Well, good that Atlantic is actually sending them to people in California. I don't think there should be any restriction on any person for
Or
God
for
given
smoking
right. It's
weed, for
ridiculous.
that fact, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can
Yes.
smoke.
So
pot, but you can't have a gun.
Wait. What the hell just happened? What's going on? Did a cop go by?
Yeah. Hold on, let me close the window.
No.
yeah,
I'm asking Dark.
You heard
here's the
that
deal.
shit?
No, Dark put his seatbelt on.
I did this for you guys, okay? Because
So,
this is the first time I think this year that I've worn a seatbelt. And the reason I'm doing that is because if I don't, it'll go ding, ding, ding the whole time. And I'm not trying to hear that shit. Or put you guys through that torture. But here's the deal. I think there's two things to focus on with this. Number one would be I'd like to go around, starting with, John, Rich, Walt, Sabar, me. Two questions. Question number one is, should felons own firearms?
You want me to start?
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
go, John.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
That's my answer.
I believe if you've done your time for your crime and you've been released into the general population, Florida is giving felons the right to vote. I think you should have the right to shoot people too. I mean, right to carry a gun. I think if you're released into the general population of the country, you should have all of your rights back.
Hey, can I just point out that awesome shirt that Shooting Gallery New England is wearing? And where did you get that shirt?
Woo!
Black
Joe.
Swan Tactical.
Joe, where did you get that shirt? We cannot hear you.
No audio, man.
I'll tell him where he got it from. He got it from Black Swan Tactical.
Nice.
Black Swan Tactical, your #1 source for 2A streetwear. With shirts, mugs, hats, patches, flags, and more. There's always something to help you rep the 2A community. All proceeds go back into our projects. Viewers and listeners can take an additional 10% off with code CRUMPY. Unapologetically pro-gun, pro-liberty, and pro-freedom gear for the front lines of the culture war.
The video didn't play, right?
No.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, the audio played, but the
Yeah,
video
we
didn't play.
can.
Now
Amanda
we
Brown,
hear.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. Congratulations to Joe and his wife
So,
on triplets. That's amazing. That's going to be a lot of, it's a lot of amazing that you guys are going to work together because it's going to be a lot. Wow. So as far as what John let me know, and that is that you're in a furry club. So here's the thing about a furry club. I'm not sure what a furry club is. I think you meant Fury Club. When you have triplets, that will be enough Fury. You will not be any extra clubs for Fury. We're going to have to cut that out. That intelligent option will increase survivability and success. And a happy triplets and marriage situation. No Fury or furry. No clubbing. Just stay home.
All right,
just
we can continue on. Walter, should felons have firearms?
Oh, Walter's up.
Felons. That's a good subject. Some of these people are really violent folks. Obviously,
Then keep them in jail.
Obviously, as soon as they get out of jail, they go right back to the old business they were in. And no, not those folks. Now, people that like, felony stuff that's nonviolent, sure, why not?
Okay, good distinction.
But if you're a bank, you like to go out in the hood and shoot each other or shoot, your girlfriend or this, that, and the other, and you got a history of it, no. And you know what? Okay, in my world, if I give you that gun back and you do it again, straight to the gallows, straight to the rope. So you can have your choice. You can have your gun and be good, or you can have your gun and maybe not. Get you out of the gene pool. So, and Lord knows they're raging. So,
what do you think? Felons with firearms, yes or no?
Me?
Yeah.
If they pay their debt to society, unless they touch kids or hurt women and children, it's tough. It all depends. I think personally, anybody that hurts a woman, animal, or child should never see the light of day.
Your volume is incredibly low.
Because I'm on my phone, that's why.
I love how you said a woman, animal, or child, like in that order. That was hilarious.
In other words, white men are okay. They're free game, is what you're saying.
You know what?
Yeah.
I just want to here say hello. This is from the bench, and so,
You came to the
anyway.
wrong stream to just say hello.
Did you tune into the wrong channel, Joe?
Yeah, I probably did. I literally just
Holy moly.
What do you think this was? Swamp Dog's channel, where people are nice?
I thought you guys were my friends. I don't know.
no nice here for bad people. No nice here for bad.
Yeah, I thought you guys were my friends, but okay.
Hey, Joe. Good to see you, brother. Fucking wicked.
Hey, man, we spent $50
Good
on
to
you.
see you, bro.
Yeah, wicked good to see you, man.
Freaking clam chowder eater.
The white clam
You're
chowder,
the fucking man,
not the
bro.
Manhattan stuff.
I
You
don't
are
eat.
the fucking man, bro.
Don't
Oh wait, he only eats waffles
chowder.
and macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
He eats his damn lobster rolls and clam chowder.
No, I don't actually.
Yes, you do.
Jeez.
So,
So when you go
question
fishing with your dad, what are you gonna
is-
do?
I'm gonna hang out. I'm relaxing.
So you're gonna go fishing with your dad, catch fish, and then go eat hamburgers?
It broke his heart when Tom Brady left the Pats.
Hey, good for Tom. He made money.
Like Tom Brady.
I think I sent it a little too hard, guys.
He has a statue of Bill Belichick out in front of his house.
Why?
The water's coming out of
I
his
bet
like
he
a
does.
fountain with water coming out of his mouth. He's like,
Dude,
Do that again, John.
no.
Do that again, but full screen.
You guys are just very.
Dang. One other question I would have is people that have admittedly, let's say marijuana for an instance, people that have a marijuana card or smoke marijuana or, whatever, do the marijuanas, should they have a firearm as well?
I
The devil's
agree with
lettuce.
Nikki Fried on that and say whatever. I don't care.
Well, it's funny because
for
you
the
know the
most
truth
part-
about her.
Yeah, that she was a lobbyist for the cannabis industry.
Yeah,
Truth about
she
Nick.
really doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't care either way. And I'm not trying to get weird or anything. I'm bringing this up because I think it's actually kind of interesting topics for us to discuss. And I respect all of your opinions and care about all you guys. And I think you're entitled to your own opinions on it too. But I think these are things that are not typically, discussed as they should. But sorry, Rich, go ahead.
So, you know what? For the most part, I really don't think, alcohol is any worse than, or marijuana is any worse than alcohol. And,
I think it's worse.
what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to hold up a 7-Eleven for Doritos? Dude, give me all your Doritos. Now.
Good point. Yeah, you
Oh,
typically
that-
don't
All right.
hear about. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That reminds me, this is kind of interesting, but Rich said that, then it reminded me of the conversation between Joe Rogan and Mike Tyson when on his podcast where they were talking about all this stuff. And then that brought me back to what happened with Mike Tyson on the airplane.
Yeah, well, I didn't actually read the story. I saw the story,
Well,
but
the
what was
guy
going on?
the guys asked for a selfie, and then he kept on trying to talk to Tyson, and Tyson finally told him to, hey, you got to chill out, man. Because he kept on trying to lean over the seat and talk to him, and the dude started the guy was drunk and he started badgering Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson's the guy I wouldn't want to get. If he says, "Hey, man, leave me alone," I'm like, "All right, man, thanks, buddy, for the selfie. Have a nice day."
He was taking selfies and everything with him, and the guy started messing with him and started messing with his chair and stuff. So yeah, Tyson just beat him up on the airplane.
That's like poking a bear.
Poking a bear.
It's like,
Yeah, a very, very mad, chemically imbalanced bear.
bear.
Dude.
A bear suffering from a dementia or something, old age.
Yeah.
Why would you ever? Mike Tyson, hey man, be cool. Good seeing you, buddy.
Yeah, have a nice day.
So I apologize. I forgot to mention my thought, and then we continue. So one thing, I agree with the sentiment that somebody committed a felony and is incarcerated. During that time that they're incarcerated, they're removed from their property, and when they're removed from their property, they should remain, when they're incarcerated, removed from their property, whatever that may be. When they are reformed, right? Theoretically, our criminal justice system should reform us, right? Of course, we know that doesn't happen. People are, released, whatever. We know that's a problem. In theory, when they're released, they should be reunited with their property once they've, become reformed and, go back out into the world. They should be reunited with their property, whether that's their home, their car, their machine guns, or whatever. Because I do believe that freedom is dangerous, and if there are dirtbags on the streets with firearms, machine guns, then we also too should have firearms and machine guns. And I think that they should be allowed to have it. And if they're shitbags, then they'll just get shot in the face.
I see what you're saying. I think we should be able to walk down the street with our 3D printed AUG strapped to our back with the fully auto with the fully auto trigger pack in there.
See, I got no problem. I got no problem with the fully auto trigger pack. That just, I mean, that's just the aggravation they have to convert the trigger pack. Come on.
I know, right?
So, Walter, to have your AUG full auto, what kind of paperwork do you have to do for that?
There's just one piece of paper to fill out that I manufactured it, and I send it in. It comes back. If I put StyreAUG on it or AUG, it'll get approved really fast, because if you put some funny different name, they got to look at it. They got to look at the name, and they got to add that to your list of stuff. But if you just put down AUG, it'll come back approved in a day or so or whatever, and it's a post sample.
Oh, no way. Cool.
So I would probably, if I was going to do an AUG, I'd probably do the trigger pack. I just do the trigger pack. That's it.
Okay.
And because I have
that way you can move it from AUG to AUG.
Yeah, well, you could also throw in a semi-auto thing and do it, and it would be that would be perfectly semi-auto then. I guess with a couple little mods. But when I did my MP5K, when I made that full auto, first I made it into an SBR, which the receiver is an SBR. And then when I went full auto, I just did a trigger pack, which is just basically a G3 trigger pack with a couple mods, and boom. So you take it apart. Here's one, here's the other.
All right, could you guys hear me good?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, thank you. Could I input?
Hey, Dylan, I'm gonna have to run to pick up the little one. Saber,
say hi to Letty.
Saber. I would love to have you on the show, brother. Want you two? I would love to have you on the show because you're awesome. Both you two, you two are awesome.
All right, man. We'll
Notice
talk later.
who we left out.
Thank you.
From
me.
From
Peace. You're welcome.
All right. Could I give my input about the felon thing real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, for sure.
All right. So the felon stuff, I agree with what Rich said. If the person has paid their debt to society, if they've done their time, and they haven't been committed for any type, as long as it's not like attempted murder or anything like that, I believe that they should be allowed to have their Second Amendment back. Just like in some places, they're not even allowed to vote. So I believe that voting, they should get it back also, depending. Another thing is that I have a lot of friends that I know that have been felons, and the felony was not anything bad. It was when California was actually incriminating if you had a certain amount of marijuana. Once that law passed, a lot of those felonies got decriminalized to misdemeanors, I believe, or dropped. Some of my friends are still having problems because of that felony they caught when that marijuana law in California was passed, or before it got passed. So I think that a lot of people don't know that if you end up getting with a gun one time, and these people are not gonna, if they have a gun, they're not gonna stop carrying a gun. The next time you get caught with a gun, your time doubles in California. I don't know about anywhere else, but in California, so if the first time you got caught with a gun, and in California, for every bullet that's in the gun, and if the gun is loaded, you get time for that. I think for every bullet, it's either 5 or 10 years. I'm not sure, but California really screws you over like that. Well, if the people have already done everything they did, they took care of their fines, I believe you should get your Second Amendment back. It's your personal right, and it's your freedom as a U.S. citizen. That's my take on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think some restoration of rights is reasonable. I think that's a good thing. We're kind of talking about the AUG, and I want to get back to another couple of questions I have, because we got Walter on, and Walter does.
I didn't get the answer about pot.
Oh, okay. Go for it, man.
People have been smoking pot forever. There's tons of pot smoking gun owners. There's nothing changed, really. Now, once it comes off the federal thing, then, on my perspective, yeah, have at it, or you just lie, one or the other. until it comes off. If you tell the truth, I got to say no. So it's just as simple as that. So, but I don't have a problem with it. I mean, come on, dude. Dude, yesterday was 420, dude. Come on.
All right, right.
I mean, I'm not smoking pot and all that stuff because I got enough things going through my mind. I don't need to have anything else going through my mind. But sometimes I need something to get more motivation, not less motivation. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do those things anymore either. So
action leads to motivation. Motivation does not lead to action.
Well, yeah, I guess you just use up a lot of endorphins or whatever that stuff is. Yeah. But yeah, no problem. People have been smoking pot and buying guns forever. So what's different?
Hunter Biden.
Yeah. There you go.
Except for the fact that it's it's an issue on the 4473. That's the
right.
So
So Walter, if you have something like for mere mortals like me that don't have SOT superpowers, I've got this AUG with a full auto trigger pack, and I have to demill. I don't know how much I have to demill, and I don't know if there's a standard for the AUG. But what would the AFT want me to do to be legal on this?
Well, a lot of it, they don't want you to be able to put those original parts back in. That's true. So even if you demill the trigger pack, if you can still slide that original trigger pack back in and make it go bang, then. But it's kind of a weird situation. I guess we're not sliding it in. This is not a receiver.
It's just a butt stock.
And the trigger pack sits in the stock. It doesn't sit in doesn't attach to the receiver. But yeah, you want, let's say like on an HK, the ones made in Turkey, they have a little block in the receiver that prevents you from putting the full auto bolt in. That's one of the things too. And then you can't put the full auto trigger pack in because something blocks that too. And on AK, the only difference is the hole for the trip for the sear and that extra pinhole. That's the only difference between that and on a full auto AK. So yeah, Sten gun. If you were to build a semi-auto Sten gun, you got to put a denial bar in there. You got to make a smaller diameter tube, so you can't put the original bolt in.
So it's different on everything because I got SETME flats, and the SETMEs I have are full auto.
Yeah.
The parts kits.
Yeah.
And so I got to do.
You have a trigger. You have that instead of having the second pin down by the mag well, you have like a lock, like a shoulder where the trigger pack, the frame slides into, and the pin in the back, and then you have the mods inside your trigger pack itself where you take out some parts basically. And then if you're going to do 911R or 912, whatever the fuck that stuff is,
922R,
922R,
that stuff that nobody does. The funny, what's funny about that? I hear from so many like SOT people. Well, I want to build this, that, and the other. They're doing a SBR, which you have to paper and all that stuff, and they're worried about 922R. It's like it doesn't apply to an NFA. It doesn't work that way. You don't have to worry about it, but they were all concerned about it. It's like, oh, what happens if nobody's come to look at your guns? I have known nobody that's ever had their guns looked at.
They're gonna kick down the door.
Yeah, well, they kick down the door normally when you've done something else.
They're not gonna kick down the door just for 922R violation.
922R. Now, if you go up to them and say, "Hey," you start running your mouth. Yeah, they might come and look at you. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So you just have to make mods so you can't get those original parts back in. That's the main thing. I'm sure those guys, 3D printing people are going to come up with something.
Yeah. There's a lot of conversation about that.
Yeah, and if I'm going to build a semi-auto, I want to at some point if I build it, if I want to get rid of it, I don't want to be selling a machine gun or anything. There's advantages of having post samples because they're fun to shoot, but when it comes time to get rid of it, I can only sell it to an SOT or cut out, make parts out of it again. So, yeah.
Well, all right. So in the case of the AUG, if you make a post sample out of the AUG and then decide, hey, I need to sell it, semi-auto.
Well, then you can. Then once you paper it as post sample, there's no. probably going backwards with that.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
why you wanted to serialize the trigger pack to make it like a drop-in auto.
Yeah, right,
type
exactly.
thing.
It's just pay for the trigger pack, and then so when I have my compliance check, I just say here's trigger pack. There's a number, and that's it. So like a sear, like an HK sear, the same idea, where you can put that sear in one gun, you can put it to another gun, you can put it,
Yeah, transferable auto sears are kind of
$30,000 for a little chip, a little piece of sheet metal, or whatever.
Yeah, but they're kind of a little bit expensive.
I don't
As
have
long as we don't build the AUG, right? We just say somebody just buys a kit. We buy the kits. As long as we haven't built it, done anything to it, we're good. Once we start putting it together, that's when we need to worry about it if we're going to be compliant, correct?
Right, exactly.
All right.
I'm on with Crump.
Okay, I'm going home.
Okay. The boss is leaving.
Bye, Peggy.
Bye.
Tell Peggy I said bye.
Tell Rich I gotta call him.
Oh,
she's got something. Yeah.
Got something for me?
Yeah.
Ooh.
this is making moves.
Tomorrow then.
An upper she might have, I say.
Wow.
Ah.
Quiet.
Shh.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyways. All right. Bye.
Cool. Well, if I actually have to do something this weekend as opposed to yard work, that might be fun.
Do something aside from what? I'm sorry.
Like right up to Safety Harbor.
Oh, well, tomorrow somebody with the Mohawks coming to visit me too, actually. So.
Oh yeah.
Actually, he's coming in tonight, so I guess he's camping sleeping in his
parking
camp.
out back.
Yeah, camping behind the shop or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna combine. I'm gonna rock the van.
You might get shot. Be careful. he has made that statement. And anybody tries to get into this thing, they're going to die. So
I'm not trying to get in.
Okay, get rid of that.
Yeah, I think the person with the Mohawk might be going by our micro center soon.
Yeah, I got to get like a stereo with wild animal noises.
Rich, so does your printer print nylon? Or are you going to have to do a whole setup with the nylon? I was going to buy that one, but if you read the reviews, everybody's complaining. But somebody told me that actually bought it, that it's actually a good hot end.
No, well, I figured it's the Creality, one, and I would do it. I printed the new shroud for it, and so there's a firmware update that goes along with it. So
right.
I don't know how bad could it be.
Exactly.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm about to actually my other ender. I'm about to do the same, make it so I could print nylon. So hopefully it works. If not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Throw it away.
No.
Yeah. I would love to get an Ender 5 Pro. Just for
I want to get an Ender 5 Plus.
Or Ender 5 Plus, that's what I meant to say.
But I want the silent motherboard.
Which is the Ender S1 the one that prints like high temperatures and has the...
No, I think it has dual Z-axis. I think that's the S1.
And the extruder, right? It's the right drive, I think.
Could be. I don't know. I'm not up on all that.
Direct drive.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Everybody's got their shorts in a bunch. It's kind of like rails up, rails down. Direct drive versus Bowden. I just, whatever works.
Well, that's what they're saying for the nylon, correct? That you're going to have to at least have direct drive if you're going to start doing the nylon.
Oh, really? I had no idea on that.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people that are doing the AUG, that's what's going to push in a lot of people to start printing nylon, because you're going to need to start doing nylon for the AUG. So if you don't have a printer that prints nylon, a lot of people are going to start doing conversions or buy a second printer. So I've been wanting to get into the nylon game because of the rule that Biden passed with the 80s, and then in California, allegedly, So I was
You can
saying,
use that word. I don't think you know what that word means.
I don't think I do. Remember, I'm like dyslexic, number lexic, and
Dilexic.
something else. So it's like, come on, guys.
No,
Okay,
have you ever seen the Princess Bride?
no, what's that?
That's that word again. You've never seen the Princess Bride? That's where that comes from. That's that word again. I do not think it. You, I don't. I do not
I haven't.
think it means
I
what
need,
you
I need
think
to
it
watch it.
means.
Okay, so
It was a joke.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
quotes people use from The Princess Bride.
you know what I saw recently? The Wolverine movie. You know what's it called?
Red Dawn.
Yeah, it was
The
fire.
OG Red Dawn or the
Yeah,
reboot?
I wasn't gonna go to the new one. I had to go start with the
Dude.
OG one. It
Now
was
do you understand the whole thing where I said I don't want to be running around in the woods with an AK yelling Wolverines?
yeah,
That's where the
it's
whole Wolverines thing came from. I was like,
like I guess it was probably around the Cuba incident or whatever, right? Had something to
no,
do
no,
with
no,
that.
no. It was
No, that was just
1980,
kind of a random.
1984.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Cuba
it
was in '84.
didn't do it
Freaking
before the Bay of
Zoomer.
Pigs or something.
No,
It
no, Bay
wasn't
of Pigs
Zoomer.
was like a long time ago, like 20 years.
Bay of
Oh,
Pigs was what, 64, 63? What?
and then the movie was 80 something, right? So I was thinking
Yeah.
they got
Bay of,
some of the
Bay of,
movie because of the Bay of Pigs, right? Or
Bay of
no?
Pigs was like, is that a movie or the actual Bay of Pigs you're speaking of?
Bay of Pigs, the
Until Bay of
event.
That was before Kennedy
Okay.
was killed. That was Kennedy's fun. That was like 61 or something like that.
Oh, that was that early. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not
It
bad.
was 61 where there's supposed to be air support,
Yeah,
but
and the CIA backed out.
well,
George
no,
Bush
no, the
backed
CIA
out.
did not back out. The Air Force backed out.
Oh,
Curtis LeMay.
Yeah.
Curtis LeMay, the OG Air Force.
Yeah, apparently there was a mix-up on times.
Yeah, there was a mix-up on time, all right.
They
I
do
mean,
everything
it
Greenwich
happens to
Mean
me all the
Time in the
time.
military.
Well,
Oh, so he couldn't mess up on time then.
well,
Yeah.
no, Curtis
Nah.
LeMay was not a fan of the CIA. It goes all the way back to the Oxcart thing.
Yeah.
Really? So
Yeah.
Oxcart was the SR-71.
Yeah. Well, the Oxcart was the CIA version of the SR-71.
The A-12.
A-12 Oxcart, yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
the
know,
Air Force took it over.
Kennedy caught hell for that whole Bay of Pigs thing, but you know what he did that fixed him for him publicly?
What was it?
He went on television and he basically apologized. Said he
Marilyn
was
Monroe.
sorry. And
Marilyn Monroe under the tunnels?
That's what you said. What did he do?
Not who, what?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got mixed up there.
Like Rich was saying, what was Rich all happy last time? Oh, because nobody's inviting him to what was it? Something to do with printing or something. And he was like, gangbangs or something?
No, Bitcoin and Bear Arms.
Yeah,
Oh.
Bear Arms and Bitcoin, was it?
Bear Arms. I was invited.
Yeah, Crump, you're invited everywhere.
No, I'm not.
Trump's the man.
No. No, but
I
yeah, the whole
I need
thing
to
about
get you on my show, Late Nights with Sabar. But I need more people to subscribe. Subscribe, guys. Late Nights with Sabar, Sabar Prince 28.
Yeah, so Sabar, you got a show tomorrow. What's going on?
Yeah, so I started a lot of shows. So the one tomorrow, and it's thanks to you guys, to John and you, Rich, for having me
Hey
on the
man,
show.
this is where you did your face reveal at.
Yeah, exactly. And now I got people to do face reveals. So that's dope. We need to stop. We need to stop hiding, showing our face. That's what's gonna help give the community a little bit of more. Like, hey, these guys are not just doing a bunch of meme stuff. They're actual people. They're actual people that are working to make this community safe. So hopefully that helps. So tomorrow we have a new show. It's part of the WTS show, which is We Talk Ish, and it's kind of a spin-off from what P80 Ralph is doing. So P80 Ralph has the Roast My Build. So before an hour before P80 Ralph, we have roast let's say roast my meme gun. or build, my meme build. So we're pretty much gonna get all the stuff that Ralph was getting thrown his way, like the brony guns, the dweeb guns, the American high point, low point. We're gonna be doing that. So you stay with us, watch us, and then you go and check out P80 Ralph. And it's on Fridays, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Am I getting my time right? Because remember, I have number Lexia also.
It's 3 hours between you and me.
Yeah, there we go. So that's what I'm doing right now. So tomorrow is the first season. We got Flying Rich as a co-host because one of our guys is deep undercover in the interwebs of Telegram. We actually got a PI and everything too. So he tamed the bang, does our PI work.
Yeah, and Rich is the co-host on every podcast ever existed.
Only guns, only guns.
I was watching a fashionista podcast where they're talking about dresses, and it's like, and our co-host is Flying Rich.
Yeah,
What?
that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Damn, Rich, you've been putting in work, dude.
It was like a sneakerhead podcast with Flying Rich.
Oh, please.
Was it Fly Rich or Fly?
Right. Better chance of Fly Rich.
That's what
on that.
happened. No, that was the cowboy boot.
Oh, okay. It was Rich.
All right, guys. So we're gonna get out of here. I'm about to go out to eat. We got some reservations we have to make. So you can follow Flying Rich at flyingrich.com, on Instagram at flyingrich_official, Flying Rich on YouTube and all social medias, and be sure to check out his MySpace page. And local and flyingrich.locals.com.
Also Backpage. You can find them on Backpage.
Yeah, dude, that isn't that gone?
Yeah,
That was overrated. All right, go ahead, Sabar. We're gonna follow
Sabar Prince 2A, Sabar Prince 2A. Google it, whatever comes up, and you see Arabic writing on a folder with a bunch of pew pews. That's me, Sabar Prince 2A.
And Walter Keller.
Safety Hour Firearms is on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Dirtfoot Racing, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And then there's stenparts.com for your Sten Parts needs. Yes.
All right. Well, there you go. And thank you guys for watching. We will see you next week. And we are out of here. Save the Augs.
Yep.